Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Week in the Tech Boy Podcast. We have so much to talk about today. We published and pushed out 3 new articles today, and yes, we are live on YouTube, so that is good. So we published out 3 new this week, the Tech Boy themed articles. We also pushed out a new SSA LTW article as well. So we're going to get into that. And there's also a whole bunch of things going on online. But first, let's get over to what's happening on the techboy.org. Because we have 3 headlines that's happened here today. The most relevant one being Perplexity is now ready for March Madness, the basketball tournament that is going on. So as you can see on the screen, Perplexity, the artificial intelligence application I've had as my default assistant alongside Bixby on my phone for a full week now on. As you can see on the screen, it says March Madness is here. View the latest bracket and odds. They released this new tool just in time for March Madness. It will show you the live brackets as of today. So I'm actually on my phone. I'm looking at it on the screen right here. It opens up in a link. But it does give you some interesting tidbits. So aside from giving you the bracket of which teams won and the scores, it also gives you percentages of what team it thinks is going to win. For instance, as of now, live, number 4 Texas A&M is beating number 5 Michigan 48-39, and it believes that Texas A&M has an 81% chance of victory. We'll update you on that and see if they win or not. It also gives percentage updates on who it thinks are going to win on non-live games as well. Number 2, Michigan, MSU, I think it's Michigan State University versus NM, New Mexico. It believes that number 2, New Mexico is going to win with a 73% chance. And then it also gives me a tiny graph here. So New Mexico had about over 20% chance at some percentage time. The Spartans did drop down into the 30s, but now they've leveled back out to a 72% chance of victory. It also can upload your bracket and it will roast it. So I'm actually going to check to see if we have any comments here, and you guys can tell me who you had on your bracket. We'll do a live roasting right here on air. So let me go check the comments. Let's see if there are any YouTube comments that have come in yet. No? Okay. So I'm just going to go find some random March Madness bracket, and it will allow you to upload it. So I'm trying to see. Let me see if I can find one that's been made. No bracket yet, so I have to go find my own bracket. So while I'm going to go find that bracket, let's go switch back over to the techboy.org. Hopefully you still can't see this on the screen. We also pushed out another article. Hopefully you also like our new logo. Like I said, we're going to be trying to keep the orange theme here. This does have a nice gradient. I do like the gradients here. Speaking of gradients and everything, shout out to Christy Lamont. She did find all of the hidden Easter eggs in our logo here. You can even see one of the Easter eggs right there in the circle there. So she's the first user confirmed to find all the Easter eggs in our thing. Alright, remote desktop to our personal computers. So I was playing around with the remote desktop application on my phone, and it was really interesting. However, I was having a really hard time trying to figure out how you can connect to a remote desktop application if you don't have, say, a domain username or anything of that nature. So if you are just a regular user who just needs to learn who needs to use a phone, and connect your computer to your phone, here's how you're going to do it. So make sure the remote desktop is enabled on your PC. Unfortunately, if you're not using XP or 7 or whatever, you have to have the Pro version of Windows. So, yeah. You have to have the Pro version of Windows. So I have the Pro version of Windows 11. You have to also have the Pro version of Windows 10. You also have to have admin access. You have to have all your user rights things. So those are just the prerequisites. You guys can go check that in. So here's the 3 simple steps to do it. First, you have to type in Windows key R, open CMD, then type who am I, WHOAMMI, into that, and you'll see your desktop username, right? So you'll see whatever your desktop username / John. For instance, my username is, my username on my computer / X360, because that's what the laptop is coded as. It's a HP Envy X360. And what you do is you type in that username, and you'll type in your computer local user password. This is for local users, not Microsoft account users. Sorry. You'll type in your computer local user password into the RDP and you'll be connected. Of course, make sure you are on the same local network. That's why I didn't test it across, like use my phone on mobile data. I have my phone over on the local network. All right, so that's just a bit of networking tip for today. Also, special thanks to Grok for helping us write this article. And before we dive into our evangelicalism, Keys for Kids Radio is back on Alexas. Unfortunately, Google was now having a problem with it. So, at least it's back on Alexa, and that's great. Congratulations to Keys for Kids Radio. It's back. It went offline in October. We covered that because they changed their streaming provider. So, unfortunately, as an internet radio station, that's kind of their thing, right? They have to be accessible over on Alexas, and no one's really going to be listening to them as much. But now it's back. You guys can go ask Alexa to listen to it now. And now we're going to talk about Keys for Kids Radio's parent ministry. The audio drama's parent ministry that makes Keys for Kids Radio. The audio drama, Down Gideon Lane, which... It's once again, because you have these stupid people, and this is going to tie brought into a cultural issue that's happening right now. It's these stupid people that always ruin everything for the best of us. But, I'm actually going to have to stick up for a team kid, like I always do, like I talked about 2 weeks ago, or maybe it was 3 weeks ago, on March 1st, when I was talking about, allowing kids to be on Discord and Snapchat and whatnot. Because you guys know, it is a time of recording, March 22nd, so 1 year ago, subtract 8 days off of that, so 350 265. Well, no, actually it was a leap year, so add X thing, 9 days. Subtract 7 days. So 356 days ago, you got kicked off of NTB, so always going to be advocating for the kids to be allowed to use the internet and technology and stuff like that, and not have stupid people, mess it up for the rest of them. And nonetheless, right? We can have a whole recap of Kids Are Like Reads, the Resilient episode, next podcast episode, as would be continuous over the anniversary of that thing. Whatever. Anyway, the point of this is that Keys for Kids Radio, Down Gideon Lane ran this audio drama called Down Gideon Lane from 2000 to 2012 or something like that. 2009. So I'm going to assume that this is right after that, the Haley episode, where they go. Well, the lady is literally using a cassette tape to listen to Pathway to Purity. So I'm not sure when Pathway to Purity stopped making them in cassette tapes, but I know that Ventures and Odyssey stopped making cassette tapes back in 2006. So let's just say it's around that time period. Let's say it's 2004. Anyway, the main Brooke Morrison wants to start a blog for her missionary thing here, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to start a blog, right? This is great." And then, of course, John Morrison, who has no idea what a blog is. This is the father. He's like, "Oh, what's a blog? Oh, it's like an internet thing. They do the whole what it stands for, yada yada yada." Because probably because most of the listeners probably won't know what it is anyway. And then he launches into this entire, the people on the internet, it's dangerous. It's a big world out there, people. The internet, it's unsafe spot. Whoa. I'm sorry. Are you right? Sure. Yes, kind of. Okay, you might be laying it on a little bit. Okay, yes, I know this is Christian radio, and that was a thing back in 2004. We'll get into that. Well, you were just going to the internet is a big thing, guys. It's big. It's not. It's dangerous. Make sure yada yada yada. Yes, we get it. We all got it, people. Okay, we got it. You didn't know what a blog was until 2 minutes ago, and now you're just launching into lectures on this? An even worse thing of this is actual KidCon episode. It is a really, really old KidCon episode, probably around the same time period, where apparently the monitor, that'd be Lucille's sister, Lucille's mom and dad, right, the monitor family is getting high-speed email. Okay, she literally got email. That's the entire premise of the episode. So apparently she probably got a 556 kilobyte modem instead of a 23 kilobyte modem on her dial-up. Heck, she maybe even got dial-up, not dial-up, DSL, or maybe even satellite internet. So she got this real high-speed email here. And the entire premise of the episode is, she spent way too much time on her email. that she wasn't able to get her reports for school, and for some reason the student newspaper, not the student newspaper, the actual newspaper in the town is hiring fifth grader lizards to write for them. Yeah, see, yeah, that's why, high speed internet bad. Or like Liz, this is another episode, where Liz goes on and just like steals his mom's credit card to buy something, to get something for free, to get a boombox or something, and then they have to move his computer. I mean, bro, I'm sorry, but like, just don't be stupid. I mean, there's so many stupid people out there that they're all going to mess these things up, and freaking evangelical Christian radio programs are going to have us thinking that all these kids are just running around out here, being stupid, downloading malware off the internet and just like spending time on their high speed internet, emailing the day away and not getting any work done. Which, I mean, your program literally features talking lizards, so that we're just gonna doubt the veracity of those claims there. So yeah, just know. Okay, just know. But when we talk about internet stupidity, we have so much that is going on here. Like I said, there are these people like the scams or whatever. And I said I really cannot feel compassion for you when you have said scam. If you're getting scammed into sending illicit photos of yourself by some random guy who's pretending to be a girl. Yeah. Look, everyone knows about this scam. And you're just sending illicit photos? That doesn't make any sense. Just why? Why would anyone send illicit photos to anyone? Like, first of all, who wants to see that? And second of all, why would you send them? There's this easy way to prevent illicit photos from being spread around. That would be, all right, ready for this, guys? To not take them and not to have them, and you can't have a leak. Who would have thought? It's stupid people like this is gonna cause the rise in more, audio dramas telling us like this, and then you're gonna have people like trying to ban, cell phones, in school, and that's just ridiculous. That's not gonna work. In fact, here is, I'm gonna pull up another image here that says, we're not gonna turn it on the image. We're not going to. We don't need to show the audio. But we're just going to show a video clip here with the caption from a user called Unusual Wells here, and this person is a news reporter. Quote, breaking, Robert Kennedy Jr. says he will get cell phones out of school. Quote, cell phones produce electric magnetic radiation, which has been shown to do neurological damage to kids when it's around them all day. What? No, that's not how this works. You can see a whole episode about those stupid stickers. You stick it on the back of the phone, you get scammed out of $500. They have like 6,000% profit margins. No, that's not how this works. The electronic radiation from a cell phone in the bag in school isn't gonna mess with the no, that's not how this works. Second of all, like I said, always try to keep them in school. Just have them in the hampers. I think Huckabee is wrong on this, but just have them in the hampers during class time. Let them be during lunchtime. Okay, and so should we ban them for social reasons? No. Should we ban them for totally made up electromagnetic brain control Novacom 2001-esque reasons? No. Okay, look, no one that should be that believes this kind of junk should be heading up anything important. Okay, they shouldn't even be allowed on student council. But back to the illicit photos thing, there was this viral image trend thing that's going around here. It was apparently from 4 years ago on a website called 4chan. Now, as you guys know, 4chan apparently got a weapon to launch for them. So they did some OSINT and got some woman to launch a missile on some site or something. Not a woman. It was a man, sorry. But anyway, there's this image here. Let's fly in here. See this image here? People are going around yapping, saying that the woman in the brown was fat or something. Apparently this is a psyop. Okay, it's apparently a psyop. Okay, I did some investigative journalism, and this picture is from 4 years ago, and it's on posted to multiple non-illicit and illicit websites. I did one of those reverse image searches here, and as you can see here on this is a dress forum on Reddit here from 4 years ago. So this is from at least 2021, maybe even 2020. And these people. This, as you can see in the timestamp here, is posted on 4/10/2023. As you can see, it says, quote, "My GF girlfriend has a pouch like pic, and it doesn't seem to go away no matter how hard she hits the gym. Is surgery my only hope?" Alright, so I did some, I tried to do some BMI calculations here, but unfortunately, no one knows anything about these people. It's just it's a fake, and like I said, this is probably a fake story that's being pushed around because people roasted them over the internet on the internet for this. It's a fake story that's being pushed around. Also, we all know this is a fake story because he says my girlfriend has a pouch like pic. It's against the terms of service for anyone on 4chan to have a girlfriend. Okay, it's just that's not how that works. Anyway, this image is from 4 years ago, and it's just apparently famous and just keeps recirculating the internet from now on. So it's just a really, really big psyop that's been going around as well. Alright, speaking of psyops, and I assume you were going to get back to our story about illicit photographs and 2004-esque Down Gilead Lane episodes and 2004's high-speed internet high-speed internet email, and this all ties in somehow, some way. Okay, I assure you that this ties in somehow, some way. What's our next thing on the thing? Oh yes. Here's another internet trend as well. Let me find let me see if I can find it. And actually, I actually used Perplexity to help me on this one as well. So all the stats cited. If it's wrong, go blame Perplexity. If it's right, then blame me for it being correct. All right. So apparently, there's two competing narratives. We've talked about one of these things before. The theory of hot girl summer. We haven't talked about white boy summer. I have no idea what that is, but it's a thing. It's a thing here. And in this war, what do you guys think is going to happen? Quote, in the hypothetical race between white boy summer, don't know what it is, versus hot girl summer, you can go check out our channel to find out what that is. Crush theory comes into play because while boys have a vastly majority, has the vast majority of the numerical advantage. It comes in at 8.5 million white males aged 18 to 25 in the United States, versus, and this is according to Perplexity, so blame Perplexity if this is wrong, versus 350,000 hot girls 8 through 10s aged 18 to 25 in the United States of America. Now, I don't know what they're supposed to be competing on, but I mean, it apparently obviously seems that the white boys should win. I mean, they outnumber them. Let's turn to Perplexity here. Let's see how fast I can do math. 8.5 million divided by 350,000. Dang, I could have turned on this Lumwook square. Oh, here we go. They outnumbered them about 1 to 24. So, unless Crush Theory is really, really working well that day, I'm going to give this one to the white boys for white boy summer. They can go fly their flag or whatever they do for white boy summer. I don't really know what that is. All right. Speaking of the United States of America, we have Samsung, Samsung, what are you doing? Okay, Samsung released an advertisement advertising the new Galaxy Watch and the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, and apparently no one noticed this, but we live in the United States of America. Okay, so I'm gonna show this ad to you if it decides to load. Hopefully today. We don't need the audio on this one either. All right. So this is from the official Samsung YouTube channel, and this is an official advertisement that they made themselves. So let me see if I can find. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to switch to Edge. That's how bad this is. So it's a new ad. I saw this on TV. I was utterly shocked by what I saw. I mean, it was just wrong. Okay, it was just wrong. All right, here is the Samsung advertisement for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Where is it? Where'd they go? Did they delete the commercial? Okay, okay. It should be in my YouTube history, so let me go pull that up. Hopefully, I also left a comment on the video, so hopefully they didn't delete the video, because that'd be really, really sad. But yeah, it'd be good, because that means I accomplished my job. I did get some screenshots. So if if um if worst comes to worst, we can see the we can see the screenshots. Oh no, no, I found it. It's a 36-second commercial, so we can just watch the whole thing, and then we'll see about it. See if you guys noticed the problem in this Samsung commercial. All right, so he has his Galaxy Watch. He has his S25 Ultra here. The now brief. Unfortunately, not coming to some of the other devices officially. We got some of the things here. Nice sleep energy score here. We got him checking the weather. We got him checking the rain there. He lives in San Francisco. It's a bit windy, and he's going outside. You know, he has his jogging pants on. He has his uh, things on right there. All right, that's a great commercial. Wait, wait. What did we say? We said it was 24 degrees? 24 degrees! Yeah. Okay, so okay, it's 24 degrees outside. That's fine. He has to go on his morning run. Let's see how he's dressed. Whoa. No one in San Francisco dresses like this when it's almost 10 degrees below freezing. Look at these people in the background here. Does it look like it's 10 degrees below freezing here? No. No. Which means they put this in Celsius. Samsung, this is the United States of America. We use freedom units. We use Fahrenheit. Okay? And if we put this into Celsius, that'd be 24 times 9/5. Okay. Plus 32. Wait, is this right? That's 75.2 degrees. Let me make sure I did this right. 24 plus 9. Yes, I did this right. It'd be 75 degrees. Samsung, why is your noun brief in Celsius? I mean, come on. Come on, Samsung. You're better than that. His phone should know that he is in the United States. And we checked that because it says San Francisco on there, San Francisco for his morning run. Come on. It's just no one saw this? No one saw this. Okay. That's fine. That's fine that no one caught that. No one saw that at all. You know, maybe if those people have been monitoring the internet there and not monitoring the internet of some random lizard or whatever, you know, that wouldn't have happened. All right, let's see what else is next on our agenda for today. All right, J2ME. J2ME is what cell phones used to run. Before, you know, we had Android and iOS, we had J2ME. So, and there was a J2ME Bible, actually. I got interested in looking into the history of, you know, mobile Bible applications before the Bible app. And unfortunately, I was not able to get it to work on my phone here. I have a J2ME emulator on here. So this is what some phones ran as well, like the Motorola Razr, of the flip phones as well. So when people are talking about like, oh, we didn't have apps growing up, well, yeah, I guess you just didn't download any, but there were plenty and plenty of apps growing up as well. In fact, I have a file folder of over 5,000 J2ME applications or games on my on my phone right here. I guess these are archived. Here they're not that good, but you know, they're playable. And in fact, I'm going to open up one of them as well over 5,000 mobile games. Alright, and it opens up these games. You have 1850 French Empire, 1942, 2004 Real Football, Soccer, Absolute Puzzle, ACO Xmas Gifts, Aqua Base, Action Basketball. That looks interesting. And there's this emulator called J2ME emulator on the Play Store to let you emulate these things. So I found the Bible file. This application was developed a long time ago, like over 20 years ago. And unfortunately, it wouldn't run. I went to go download these games to go see if they worked, and they did. In fact, there's some of these games. This one worked for the Nokia 700 something here. You can see these games are like kind of low pixeling. And in fact, let's see what. All right. I'm trying to start one here as well. It's like a basketball game. So when people tell you that their smartphones that their flip phones didn't have any games or any apps, and that they grew up in a simpler time, a better time, that their phone was only for calls and texts, no, that's not true. J2ME was extremely prevalent force in mobile technology, even for the very, very overrated Motorola Razr, the original, like from 2004, overrated phone. Okay, everyone's like, oh, it's so nice, oh, it's so thin, which is what people were yapping about, with those women on the internet, on 4chan, right? Oh, but it's thinness, it's all a hoax, right? The Motorola Razr V3 was such bad phones, even for 2004. Like I said, smartphones existed, right? For instance, in 2006, the Nokia N95 came out, right, and it was miles ahead better, and there were much better Symbian phones than the Motorola Razr. The only reason it was popular is because it had like a neat color, and it was skinny, right? It barely had access to the internet, which phones did have back then. In fact, we just played a game of basketball on J2ME emulator phone here, so this would have been a popular game amongst some phones back then. And in fact, this probably was the type of phone that Liz was using. The phone that had J2ME when he lost it, and it could send a text on there, and they could send games on it. Because this must have been like such an old episode that one of the main talking points of the best phones, and there was like a 3.5 inch screen and a keyboard and full access to the internet. Look, J2ME was good. The Motorola Razr was not. Just really wasn't that good. It's very, very overrated. And I guess I can say this now, that one of the phones that I'm going to be testing in review. I bought this phone, right, from all the money that we've made from ad revenue, all 6 cents of it. I bought this phone, and it's a Motorola Razr clone, and we're going to be testing it out here. It has a 5 megapixel camera. It's running Android, but it has the old Motorola Razr body, so it's going to be really, really interesting to see what this phone can do. All right, on to the next thing. Rumble, yes. Look, there's this thing, this video streaming platform, Rumble, Canadian-based Rumble, that, everyone's flocking to because it's anti-censorship, anti-YouTube, yada, yada, yada. And apparently, I guess we don't support, American-based Alphabet and Google anymore, but, Rumble, I'm sorry, it's trash. Rumble is trash. Okay? You're like, oh, it's always these websites too. Not from I hate them. Not to be here in Twitch, you have great user interfaces for websites of the ilk, right? The other websites like that, Nah, everyone's talking about, censorship. Your websites are trash. Okay, I've been to your websites. They don't look that good. The GUI is terrible. And this goes to Rumble as well. Rumble's developers look like they developed this website in 2007. They're like, yeah, we'll just let this here as well. There's nothing good on Rumble. And all the people who are over here yapping about, Rumble and, yeah, all these people over here yapping about Rumble and stuff. I would switch to Rumble if Rumble was actually good. If people actually used, Rumble. In fact, yes, there are other streaming platforms that allow people like some streamer and that other streamer, Kai Sanai and that other streamer, he was in the bathtub with someone. Side tangent here. As I go find my Rumble rant. Why? Just how do these people get famous just for screaming and well, I did have a Rumble, but Rumble used to be, uh, it used to import my YouTube videos automatically. Rumble is garbage. Okay, Rumble and in how many engine I don't know. The boost to graphics, it's just bad. The graphics of Rumble are so bad. Just we will use Rumble when Rumble doesn't have graphics from 2007. I don't care what kind of quote unquote features and quote unquote uncensorship and I don't care. Okay, Rumble is just trash. Okay, and once it stops being trash, then people will use it, and that's the thing that people need to learn. Right, we're not just going to use a platform because it aligns to values. We're going to use a platform because it actually looks good and is easy to use. Love them or hate them. You hate YouTube all you want. At least YouTube has a nice, slick GUI that's easy and accessible to use. Okay. Well, Rumble. No. Okay. No one's using Rumble. All right. Harry Sisson, Harry Sisson has gotten himself into a bit of trouble, uncovered by Sarah Fields. And, you guys can go read her report on that. But this is thing, like, okay, essentially, TLDR, he did on Snapchat, essentially, he had illicit photos sent to him under false premises, by like 12, 11 different people. And yes, it's different this time because, they're actually talking to Harry, who's an influencer, who, once again, is proving me right. I said Riz is a threat to national security. People are like, hey, no, Riz isn't a threat to national security. You're just making stuff up. You just don't blah, blah, blah. Well, 6 months ago, Harry interviewed, like, the President of the United States or something like that. And now he's in trouble for, like, a Riz-related incident. So, SSA was proven right. Riz can be used to fight. And it's just, like, still, why would you send them illicit photos? Who wants to look at illicit photos? I really just don't get it. Like, can someone come and explain this to me? Like, are they victims? Yeah, sure. But like, is he a scumbag? Yes. Should people be sending illicit photos like that? That's a thing. Just don't do that. Right? When we have people like this, and idiot kids who also do the same as well. In fact, my national security advisor allegedly, I was going through some of the tapes of this, did the same thing, except he was actually the one making money off of it. So we get other people's allegedly illicit photos, and then people would ask him for them. He'd get $20 allegedly, and he'd send those people to them allegedly. And that just goes to show how far SSA is willing to work with someone for the greater good of intelligence gathering. It's just why? Just why? You cannot have a leak if those said photos don't exist. You cannot, just don't. Okay, that's my thing for today. Now, speaking of national security advisor and SSA was proven right, that's probably whet your appetite for our most recent actually most recent two SSALTW.blogspot.com articles. So hopefully you guys can't see this on the screen. This is our SSA the classified website. I have two more articles already on the docket today. So we are searching through really quickly because we're trying to get back to writing for the Odyssey Boy. As you can see, this is published March 22nd, 2025. We will probably be done by May. Okay, so story starts in November 9th, 2022. It's going to end in October of 24 or September 24 or something like that. All right. Let's see. Actually, we have three articles. Yeah, we're gonna go through all the articles that you haven't seen. I don't think you've seen the summer files. Yeah, because we published this after the podcast released on Saturday. So we're gonna actually go through these in depth. The summer files. Something seemed weird. Something seemed off about G-CAM. That's it. So SSA is going to be investigating Summer. Summer is one of the most popular characters, prominent characters now on since he joined in January. In series time, not in whatever, like the time that I wrote these articles, but in series time, this is what she joined, and something seemed weird, something seemed off about G-CAM. That's S is for Summer. So we're going to be linking her back to a new character that we, not a new character, but we've only talked to him like once. So March 2020, and we're gonna link investigate her, linking her to David, and then we're also gonna be investigating her, linking her to what did I name it? Malachi. Alright, in 2021. And we give a nice long backstory here, talking about how SSA got banned, talking about how, the NICA investigation, the NICA war, the G-CAM table. And this is a real interrogation thing that we have here, and essentially we go over all the aspects. We go over internet espionage with VPNs. We talk about double agents. I know the speed of the answers. I go over the tapes. In fact, I have so many tapes of these right now. I've actually imported them from my phone, Samsung voice recorder, which I was so excited when the Galaxy AI transcriber came out because it's good, but these are like so noisy, so background filled that they're just not really that good. And of course, my secret recording device here. I actually lost the tower rack, so which I wouldn't need the secret recorder if I had my tower rack, but I was able to get this one as well. It cost like $20. Voice activated. Tower rack was a voice recorder that we have here. So essentially in the summer investigation, we go through all of the backstories of 2020 and 2021, kind of like tying everything together, and then we tie that to summer. All right, this is real. It's not just a literary device that we've been using here. We actually believe that summer had connections to Liberty or Energize or whatever, and then because we also had reason to believe this as well, maybe even some ties to Damien as well, because random kid shows up and then you're just like running through the woods 3 days later. That's kind of weird. Okay, not gonna lie here. Like when you've had over 100 days of not being chased through the woods, and then random kid shows up and then you're getting chased through the woods, it's stuff like that happens. Like the battle of the goldfish, throwing hydro flasks at people, all normal, right? Getting literally chased behind, the woods and having to send coded messages via walkie-talkie and text message, yeah, no. Like, when you're hiding behind a bush, you kind of start thinking some interesting things as well. So then we go in and we have some more investigation here. This is from March 5th. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, you almost got to see the summer files. Again, wait. What happened? Wait a second. Did I post the summer files twice? Oh, well, maybe you did get to see this, and I'm gonna have to delete that article because it doesn't make sense to have two articles under the same name. Alright, here we go. Oh, no. It must have just been a glitch in the website. We're gonna have to fire the code or whatever. Mission accomplished. SSA LTW. So, this is the days before. Actually, we're gonna have to go. Let's go back. No? Oh my gosh, you coded this website. Anyway, here's mission accomplished. As you can see here, Ethan Shea is talking to the press with his SSA LTW from the SSA LTW podium. Spill day approach because I start crunching my genius plan. Lee and Geronimo, for those of you who don't know, catching up, right? You know, we have this investigation. So we have the summer investigation. We also have this Hazel investigation that's going on. This is Hazel 2.0. Not Hazel 1. Hazel 2.0. Lee and Geronimo are 1 and 2 suspects for someone who wrote Hazel's number on something, you know, actually committing, you know, some vandalism or something as well. Which again, you know, it's kind of weird that, you know, we have the uptick in cases after some random kid just shows up in the middle of the year. Not, John did also randomly show up, and yes, he's a felon, and yes, he did steal a car. So, you know, maybe we should have been pinning him to foreign adversaries, but you know. Geronimo never attempted to invade G-CAM. Actually, much to our chagrin, because, you know, we actually wanted Geronimo to invade G-CAM. You know, Summer invaded G-CAM, you know, they were over at our house, you know, multiple times. Geronimo never ever invaded G-CAM, even though, you know, he had SSA assistance and allyship in there as well. Alright, anyway, which, once again, you know, we weren't going to be. We'll actually get that to the next episode here. So I'm looking at the 8s. You know, I have a S22 Plus back here, and I really wanted like Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra there because, you know, I had to pull up the pin and had someone trace the 8s here as well. And then we have you know, I'm analyzing the 8s. I'm watching the classrooms. You know, seeing who's coming in and who's coming out. Right, and we ruled out a G-CAM connection for targeting Hazel, right? You know, Hazel and G-CAM were kind of against each other. Unfortunately, like we've gone over multiple times, is that the G-CAM intelligence agency wasn't as good as the, you know, SSA intelligence agency, right? You know, like we've always said, SSA was coded for espionage, and G-CAM was coded for, like, socialism, not like communism, right? But like socialism, social gatherings, etc., etc. And you know, SSA tried to transform into socialism and transform G-CAM into intelligence. SSA's transformation into socialism did better than G-CAM transformation into intelligence. In fact, they do actually try to go into intelligence gathering. Doesn't go well for them at all. Okay, I have that story written already, and it's just monkey noises are being made. Okay, that's a literal thing in the storied history of the 2-day history of the G-CAM intelligence agency. So, yeah, not good. Anyway, okay, does this mean Molly could be the one targeting Hazel? Which doesn't really make sense from a geopolitical perspective, because Molly and President Addison are not against Hazel, right? And, you know, anyone who can draw a hydro flask and get away with it probably has a better intelligence agency than G-CAM, so she probably knew that Molly was a bit more pro, that Hazel was a bit more pro JVN, anti-G-CAM, etc. So, yada. We have this, you know, student council subplot story here as well. In fact, we can see how G-CAM has the supermajority in student council, which this is how you know I have too much time on my hand. Here I am, like, making freaking map of G-CAM supermajority and student council here. You can see we have 11 people here, and we have G-CAM 7 to JVN's 4. So here we go. We have President Addison and her political party in the pink, and then we have Vice President Geneva and her political party in the green. So across the board, Denver, Maria, Clarissa, Ethan. Also, look at Denver over there, all by himself for Denver over in 9th grade, SSA backed Denver. All right. Maria, Clarissa, and Ava. Ava's crossed out, so she doesn't really count for this because, you know, she laughed. But, whatever. And then we have Aurora. Who's that supposed to be based on? Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay. And then Amala, Maria, Clarissa, that would be the rest of G-CAM. And then we have Ethan, that would be me, and then Cody. And yeah, that's it. Molly, Vera, and Aurora. Alright, in the shadows. Oh yeah, here we have the, you know, finally G-CAM actually does something. You know, it's kind of a shock when someone actually does something in the story. G-CAM actually did something. So we have a plan approved. And I don't think people talk enough about this last part of the story. Here, so we invent a national holiday. Quote, action, good morning, GCA, and happy unofficial National Right 8 Day. Today is a great 70-degree day. In school news, student government has got no problem with food. Let's go back there. Let's go back. Happy unofficial Right 8 Day. Yes. We literally invented a national holiday so that we could trick kids into writing 8, so then we can match their handwriting samples to it. And then indict them for writing a phone number on the table. and it worked. We haven't got to where we find out who it is yet, but it actually worked. Mission accomplished, and that actually worked. I can't believe we actually convinced people to say that on the news. We got it, approved. Then we got people to actually go through and write apes. Honestly, probably one of the greatest spy missions of all time. Alright, here we go. Operation Infiltrate. A spring break unfolded. I reviewed my plan, read on March 10th. Delivered for G-CAM and secure approval, both client and server side. That's a reference to post made over on CSM. For a friendship outing at Babbling Book Mall. This was entirely unprecedented, something that had never happened before. Even if I could act normal and contact G-CAM-S, someone to agree to your plan, I still need a printable. Yeah, that's what client and server side means. We talk about how some has been cleared, G-CAM's kind of being standoffish as well, and the JVN sanctions were working as well. The prior 2 episodes of GNN have featured Molly and President Allison, and then we have, G-CAM back. Unfortunately, Denver, a few stories before just leaked the plan, and people's failure to understand the seriousness of the situation with muddying the details. And then restricting the lines of date, So here we go. Operation Infiltrate here, and this is where Two Wiz Photos comes in. So, one day I was just walking around with Two Wiz, photos. I was trying to get the people to rank people. So, the theory was that someone might write someone's phone number on the table if they had a crush on them. That was what co-pilot gave to me, so we went along with that. So I was playing around with this photo editing app, Two Wiz photo editing application, and Two Wiz photo editing application allows you to rank people based off of face scans or face scores. You guys know that. We've written an entire article about this, but I'm just going to show this on the screen. Here we have the Face Radar application. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Oh, okay. We're back live. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to this. This is Two Wiz Photos. Two Wiz Photos essentially allows you to rank people. And now, while we were just running around this and doing this for fun, we also had an ulterior motive so that we could collect data to see what was going on here. And you can see this in Operation Infiltrate. We wanted to know who liked who so that people would understand, so that we could ascertain who actually wrote the number on the table. So as you can see on the screen, Geronimo unintentionally. So, we were just playing around with it. People are like, season 8, season 10, season 9, etc. Of course, that's when the brand new SSA policy came into effect that we don't rank people attractiveness and looks. It's a long-standing 1-year SSA policy. While ranking, Geronimo unintentionally gave us SSA valuable intelligence. He rated Jayla 8 out of 10, Hazel a 7 out of 10, but Maria a staggering 25 out of 10, breaking record. Essentially, thanks to it 2.5 times better than anyone else in, I guess, world history and breaking on the face of the planet, breaking all mathematical and social conventions. For our record, this new mobile application helped get him into the game without suspicion, ranked 9 out of 10. Alright, anyway, so this app only goes up to 10 out of 10, like Ava is a 10, like we said, quote, we can code Ava to be better, end quote. SSA's plan was hatched. This is for Operation Infiltrate. So not a plan to invade G-CAM. We had like 4 of these plans to invade G-CAM. It never happened. Like, good grief. Good grief. Anyway, go on outing. This is from an official SSA document. That's why it says G-CAM Plus and not G-CAM-S. Because I guess we kind of had the G-CAM Plus naming convention back then. Alright, so plan 1. Set up Geronimo and Maria to talk to each other. In exchange for Geronimo helping us to say all while keeping them in the dark so he doesn't spill the plans for Maria. Because, of course, when you ran this application, we have other people ranking 9 out of 10, etc., etc., etc. So, we kind of have to keep people in the dark as well. Also, Denver has been leaking stuff all over the place, so we can't have any of that. Alright, so We have to get them together on a GNN set, subliminally encouraging Maria to talk to Geronimo. We can just change that into script. Because like he said, we actually wielded power. G-CAM just kind of didn't really wield power. Collect data from distance and approach Geronimo at the quest. Then we can either tell Geronimo, but we have to make sure Denver doesn't find out, Maria doesn't suspect anything, and see that no one expects to have a quest on Maria. Also, or maybe we can recruit one G-CAM member to get them together. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. And using a relatively unknown potential felon, SSA was ready to infiltrate G-CAM and make history. We're going to leverage the media for our gain, and we're going to make SSA great again. Alright, now for the latest one for the files, the G-CAM file. So, SSA is working together to get Geronimo for Operation Infiltrate. We are now investigating Summer. Once again, her Instagram profile, which was chock full of comments related to appearance, and Summer was an Instagram powerhouse but relatively weak in the sphere of influence. And guys, guess what? Around this time, like last year, we released an investigation that that basically said 15% of comments on a girl's post of Instagram are related to her appearance. I proved they have AI tools on a mobile device. Yes, that was linked to an SSA investigation here, okay? You can see how some of the things here are being linked as well. Because I was like scrolling through her feed. She had about 997 followers at this time. And I was like, what? Like, why? Or, why are all these comments, relatively talking to her, talking about her appearance here? And also, we also have to get to this really interesting point here, which is almost 1,000 Instagram followers, and yet in SSA polls would lose to Vera in a potential head-to-head one-on-one election. Vera, from the SSA LTW series, who lost to some random kid who came in here. So the third place contestant here, if everything went by smoothly, got like 20 votes. So it'd be obviously then Addison would have got like 30, 25, something like that, which means they would have gotten like 10, 5, something like that. How? This is just how. And apparently, actually, the inclusion of Summer, according to SSA polls, was causing G-CAM to lose popularity. So if they were a political party, kicking her out would have been better. The kid was a social star, but G-CAM was losing it. Was losing influence. Alright, like we just showed on the graphic on the screen, they had a super majority on the student council, 7-4. Anything that they want can pass. Even the president acknowledged that. But since G-CAM had been founded November 17th, 2023, according to SSA internal documentation report, they only had 17 people in this sphere of influence. When you look at the sphere of influence chart that I so helpfully made for you in Microsoft Word, the sphere of influence chart, it includes President Addison, which by influence they mean like at war with, so no. I don't even know, what was I doing with the start? Denver, Maverick, Jasper, okay, fine, but Jasper, Okay, let's actually do a ranking thing. Okay, not ranking originally, but you've already done that joke. Let's do a ranking on, of these people other than SSA, which one did G-CAM exert the most control over, from top to bottom. Alright, let's look at this. Alright, let's go Cody number 1. Then let's go Denver. Maverick was kind of Kenny, Jada, Natalie, Vera, no. Dash, Vera, Molly, Allison. Yeah, I mean, this sphere of influence is very, very nice to them. Like, G-CAM is really, really falling into isolationism. Apparently, they had the social dominance. Like I said, the socialism, not the communism light, but like socialism as in you can go to malls and Kendrick Scott and Sakata. But isolationism was causing their decline, and so it was to leverage that power for a moral summit. We needed to do it quickly before power is lost. But while scanning through Instagram, again, I noticed something that cracked the investigation wide open. It goes back to the backstory of G-CAM and JVN's storied past, and we go through here. Unfortunately, the redacted text kind of loses the effect because it has all the X's in here. And we understand what's going on, and we're going to be seeing some new episodes, new files drop as well. Okay, so these are the important files that are dropped. Everyone's yapping about like the JFK files that no one cares about. These are the G-CAM files. Go read those. Bunch more interesting than the JFK files. Alright, now back to tech. Let's see. Let's see what. All right, so I have a new article. This is from CBN News. Which I said I'm a CBN Christian on the next question. Jack Harbaugh, nice person, real nice person. Follow him. He's also extremely kind of funny. He literally said that schools should be sex and race segregated again. He's the same person that said that you know, women shouldn't write songs because they might the men in the crowd might learn something from them, and women can't teach men biblically or something. Just where do you get this stuff? Anyway, from CBN. Innovative Bible projects. See, this is the kind of stuff I'm interested in, okay? Just, like, be a normal, dispy, evangelical Christian for crying out loud. Like, it's that hard. Like, do you really have to sit around and yap about the Greek word that Paul used in some random book of the Bible, Israel, yada yada? Just be normal. Oh my gosh. Just, like, would it kill you? Anyway, from CBN News, and we'll have this up on the screen, and then we'll do a Mr. Mr. Boss reaction. We haven't done one of those in a long time. Hopefully this works. Innovative Bible project opens uh to million to 56 million languages. Wait, what? Oh, in 56 languages. So if you guys don't know, Bible Project is this thing that allows you to uh, see videos about the Bible on YouTube and like really really good high quality animation. It actually makes some of the more boring sections of the Bible seem really interesting. It has like the Bible kind of like as a tapestry rolled out around the the like on a scroll or something here, and it kind of shows how the Bible's linked in with each other. Kind of like how I'm trying to show how SSA and G-CAM is linking in from all the events, from all things from 2014 since SSA's inception to Summer's arrival in 2024 to the events that happened later. There was some of those links to 2020 and 2021. Right, anyway, tucked away in a quiet Portland neighborhood. Kind of, it's nice that, the studio doesn't burn to the ground. But a long time college friends, Tim Mackey and John Collins, of the Bible animation thing. They have over 180 videos, 250 podcast episodes, and over the internet. And I kind of really like this image. Oh, well, there's an image in the original article. It's not showing here, but it's an image. This is from the CBN mobile application. I guess it's the embedded thing here, but that's an embedded video. I guess it's from the video here at the top. So this is from CBN. It's so, look how well animated they are. But here's the Bible Project Studios. I'm trying to show the image here. Like, isn't that, look how high tech that looks. They have like computers in the background. They have a nice podcast recording studio. It's just really, really interesting. The links between regular evangelical Christianity and the Bible. That's actually interesting. Not this random arguing on online about inane points or trying to just create some new theological point that's never been heard of before. Women shouldn't write songs. That's what you came up with. That was your hot take for today. Oh yeah, it was hot. I have never seen. With Nimzum, I can't sometimes go after him. He sometimes goes after me. I've never seen Vadim Zimmer and I actually agree on something. That. I mean, women shouldn't write songs. It's what? Bro, where do you come up with this stuff? Anyway, it's kind of like it's kind of like Rumble. Like, come back to me when you have a decent GUI. Or can make decent points. Like, just, okay. Alright, now let's see what our articles for today are. Let's see if we have any more articles. Okay, first of all, let's keep the cell phones in school. Radiation or no radiation, ridiculous. Second of all, that woman in the dress probably isn't fat. Oh yes, 50% of North Americans say that I have Riz. This comes after 15.6% of comments on Raw's Instagram post related to appearance. Is that related? I don't know. No, it's not related. I almost forgot about this. The United States. Very patriotic episode for today. We already had 2 United States mentions here. Has released or is releasing a sixth or seventh generation, some generation fighter here. This is from the United States Air Force. What's it called? The Air Force's F-47 plane here. Hope you can see this video. So that's the first generation here. This must have been. Let's see what we can see what the F-47 looks like. What it can do. Boeing got the contract, so hopefully the plane stays in the air and the door doesn't fall off. Oh yes, look at that! Look at that! 6th generation. 6th generation fighter. Wait. Oh, that's it. So we don't want it to get leaked to China or anything like that. So please keep it under wraps. Also, keep the doors on. Make sure it doesn't fall out the sky. Normal things that we want planes to do. So hopefully the planes don't fall out of the sky. All right. Here it is. Another device. Really interesting device. It probably doesn't even work here. But remember that email device that came out when I was 2 years old called the Peak? It was like an email for email. But here's one it's from 2009 for Twitter. Apparently it's a $199 device that just lets you send off tweets. Which, I mean, you still have to carry your phone. You still have to, have a computer to check your email. Why would anyone pay for this, even in 2009? That's it. No email, no texting. That's it? Hey, you could just get like a smartphone for this thing, right? I mean, yeah, it has a nice big keyboard here. But, I mean, I wonder if it still works. I mean, and also, what kind of operating system did it run? I'm pretty sure someone could get a browser to run on that thing, or Doom to run on that thing. It has to work differently. All right, I'm gonna pull up Mr. Who's the Boss YouTube video here. Hopefully it works. Oh wait, I won't even be able to hear what he says because I have the mic off. But I think I've seen the video. I mean, maybe I could have captions turned on as well. Thank goodness for captions. Captions are amazing. We're gonna be doing testing out the cheap versus mid-range versus expensive phones here, and I think this is gonna really reveal a major problem on technology companies, today. Alright, so as the software is loading, this is going to be, taking. I guess we're just going to add a new input. Yeah. Alright, hopefully you can see this on the screen. This is Mr. Who's the Boss's video. It won't load. Okay, maybe we can do this next week. Oh wait, no, it's back. Alright, it's playing.
With Pro Plan Sport, incredible happens here. But it stops.
Skip. Oh, yeah, there we go.
This isn't just a
What? Another ad?
And we're back with the tea on a Metro deal you won't want to miss. Right now at Metro, get a
I have just bought,
So,
arguably...
as you can see on the screen, we're going to be reviewing multiple phone and displays as well. It's two Samsung phones. We have the Samsung Galaxy A56 and the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. And I think that's interesting, though. Maybe it probably would be better if we had some more competition. In here, and also we have a Xiaomi phone, I believe that we have here. So I think that's really interesting here as well. So here's a better looking thing here,
so and
yeah, he's gonna
how much difference
list
actually
out
is
the
in
phones.
2025. Because on paper, this makes 0 sense. The $1,300
So that's the price of the phone. Over
flagship Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra,
$113,000 on it. Alright, whatever. Display.
200 megapixel camera. So does the $300 Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus. The Samsung has a premium metal and glass body, but so
But yeah, also both phones have a metal and glass body as well.
is this. The flagship has a large 5,000 milliamp hour battery, but then actually the budget phone gets an extra 110 milliamp hours on top of that. And you might say, oh, well, the difference now is AI. Flagship phones have AI.
I'm just gonna go in and check the comments, make sure that the audio is being accepted and is well. No comments here for today. I think that's all for now. We can review this video later. God bless. Tech Talk to you later.